What is up, Jamily? This is JamiroFan2000 here with yet another episode of the Jamiroquai Minute, all the latest Jamiroquai news in less than 1 minute, so let's get right into it. And this is another one of my almost bi-weekly news roundups for the week of September 17th, and I know there haven't been many of these episodes over the last few, probably at least about a month, but things have been really busy, so it's kept me away from doing these roundup episodes that help everybody who didn't get to watch all the episodes of the Jamiroquai Minute over the last few weeks catch up on all the latest news. So I thought I'd go ahead and record a roundup episode, given it's a good time, since there's been a lot of Jamiroquai Minute episodes and a lot happening with Jamiroquai, so let's get on right with it. As we know, Jamiroquai was hyping. I started on Twitter and Jamiroquai HQ, and respectively, all the Jamiroquai fans are starting to get really excited about the upcoming 2-day residency of Jamiroquai playing at the Nippon Budokan in Tokyo, Japan. And in the pursuit of these promotions, Jamiroquai did give away a few cool giveaways during this time. First off, it was Spotify JP, which is the Japanese wing of the music streaming platform, otherwise known as Spotify. They created a special playlist update of the original pre-existing Jamiroquai playlist to promote the upcoming appearance of Jamiroquai at the Budokan. And they also gave away a limited edition Automaton tour jacket, which they had Jamiroquai bassist Paul Turner show off in a tweet by the Jamiroquai HQ account. Yeah, they gave away some cool stuff during that time. But of course, also recently, Jamiroquai made an appearance performing at the 70th anniversary of the Italian car automakers Ferrari, and Jamiroquai was in Maranello, Italy, and they played a small song set at that to get together to celebrate Ferrari, so that was really cool. Also on September I think it was September 14th, it was the 16th anniversary of Jamiroquai's 5th album, A Funk Odyssey, and Jamiroquai HQ did a little celebratory tweet covering that. Also, a few Jamiroquai fan groups on Facebook celebrated some member milestones. The Automaton Jamiroquai fan group, which I'm very active in, and a lot of the old Jamirotalk international Jamiroquai fans are active in on Facebook, just hit 1,000 members in its group, so congratulations to my friend Mrs. P or Jan Parsons on that achievement on that group. Also, respectively, over on the If I Like It, I Do It Argentinian Jamiroquai fan group, they hit a milestone of 3,000 members, so congratulations to my friend Luciana Cosmic and all the great Argentinian fans for their member milestone. Also, as I said, Spotify JP was given away for the promotion of Jamiroquai's appearance at the Budokan, Japan. They gave away a signed t-shirt. Also, respectively, Wave out of Tokyo, Japan gave away, as I said, the Automaton jacket, which Paul Turner had shown off in a Jamiroquai HQ advert. Also, it was announced that at the BMI London Awards for the year 2017, JK of Jamiroquai was going to be the recipient of the BMI Presidents Award, which is an award given to music people in the music industry, which are who have become a great influence upon other musical artists in the spectrum of music composition and creativity. And JK put out a press release about how he was very honored in receiving this award. He will be receiving this award at the BMI London Awards on October 9th, which will be in London, so I'll hopefully be covering that with pictures and videos from that event, respectively, on the Jamiroquai subreddit and elsewhere in social media. As for Jamiroquai at the Budokan, Jamiroquai, of course, on the weekend of September 15th and 16th, Jamiroquai played a double sold-out residency at the Nippon Budokan in Tokyo, Japan, which we know the great history of the Budokan with Jamiroquai, because Japan was pretty much the first international, besides the first supporting few dates in the UK. Japan was one of the biggest markets for Jamiroquai, one of the biggest places for Jamiroquai to tour, and the Budokan has a great history of past Jamiroquai performances, and Jamiroquai did not disappoint for all the great Japanese Jamiroquai fans. I did 2 summary posts covering both of those concerts at the Budokan on the Jamiroquai subreddit, so be sure to come by the Jamiroquai subreddit at reddit.com/r/Jamiroquai and check out those summary posts of all the social media activity from all the fans of videos and pictures from the live view on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all the other places on social media. What else has happened? Let's see here. There were a Jamiroquai percussionist solo akimbola about a month ago, started a crowdfunding campaign to fund a Songs from Hands, I believe it was called. It was a crowdfunding campaign to raise about £5,000 to basically fund a concert for a famous drummer by the name of Hidalgo. And I'm happy to report that about a day ago, Solo Kimbala basically communicated on his Twitter that the crowdfunding campaign has hit £5,000. So massive congrats to Sola for being able to meet his donation goal for this campaign. And as always, thank you to all the people and the fans who contributed to this crowdfunding campaign for Sola. And I'm sure the concert, when it goes off, will be absolutely amazing. Also, in interview news, JK did make an appearance on a podcast, which was a podcast that was covering all the pop mainstream news in the music world, and it was via the Billboard.com website. The podcast was basically celebrating the 20th anniversary of the groundbreaking and mainstream breaking music video for Virtual Insanity. So JK was a guest on this show and basically talked about the past of how Virtual Insanity came to be, how the music video came to be creatively, and touched on a few other very interesting tidbits about the music making process from over the last 20 years. But the biggest takeaway from this interview, probably the most overshadowing takeaway from the interview, is JK concertedly said at the end of the podcast that, wait for it, Jamiroquai is coming back to the United States on tour. So he did not elaborate on where or when Jamiroquai will be coming back on tour, but I have prognosticated earlier this year that when posed the question about Jamiroquai coming back to the United States on tour, I said probably mid to late 2018. So it's really up to Jamiroquai and their management on where they plan on coming here to the United States. But I would really love to see Jamiroquai do a mixture of big city arena dates and maybe a few little small venue dates sprinkled in while they're on tour here in the United States. But it is up to Jamiroquai to report to us fans when Jamiroquai will be going on tour here in the United States. But this is exciting. We have not seen Jamiroquai here in the United States on tour since 2008. So it's been a good 8-9 years before Jamiroquai has come back here to the United States on tour. So if any news comes out after this video has been recorded concerning Jamiroquai and their U.S. tour, I will be sure to pass it on to all of you via social media, Facebook, Twitter, and here on my JamiroFan2000 YouTube channel. So yeah, that was really awesome. Let's see if there's anything else that happened. Jamiroquai shop got some new merchandise over the last few weeks. The first item that came to the Jamiroquai shop was a military hat, and if any of my fellow fans have seen on social media, some of the backup singer ladies, Vivian and Hazel of the band Jamiroquai, were wearing these really cool military green hats. But now they are on pre-order and will be coming out in early October via the Jamiroquai shop. And then after this past weekend, before I mentioned when I talked about that Automaton jacket that was given away by J-Wave Radio out of Tokyo, Japan, it appears that Automaton jacket is now on pre-order on the Jamiroquai shop on the UK and the US store. Right now, the jacket itself will be coming out with availability of early November. The price of the jacket will be $106, so it's kind of a pricey item, but it is a cool looking jacket with all the image of Automaton and the blade hat on the jacket. So be sure to go to the Jamiroquai shop, either at jamiroquai.co.uk or go over to jamiroquai.com, the US store. They have the jacket and that hat for pre-order right now, so with availability in both markets, for which I just said, the military hat for October and the Automaton jacket will be available in early November. And I did do a channel update here on the JamiroFan2000 YouTube channel back at the end of August, on August 31st, talking about how YouTube has been going through a lot of changes. It's got a new UI look. Everyone's YouTube looks different now. And I did give a few, at least little tidbits of what I wanted to do series-wise here on the JamiroFan2000 YouTube channel, at least into the future, at least into this fall. Some of my plans kind of have been taken back due to my work schedule outside of YouTube being very busy. So I am hopeful I will have the free time the next week or two to start recording some new series here for the channel. Most notably, my favorite 10 moments, musically speaking, on the album, most recent album, Automaton. And I did do several new summary posts. I'm currently working on a few summary posts for the Jamiroquai subreddit exclusively. One was for a listing of the updated of all the mixes from the Automaton album cycle, so be sure to check that out on the Jamiroquai subreddit. And also, I've been doing a new series of summary posts on the Jamiroquai subreddit, summarizing all the singles, promos, and everything for every individual Jamiroquai single from every album of the Jamiroquai discography. I'm currently up at the end of Traveling Without Moving, and I'll hopefully be starting to do Synchronized in the coming week, so keep your eye on the Jamiroquai subreddit for that too. With all that being said, and 10 minutes of my life passing by, that is it for this update. Everything, and I do mean everything, the plethora pile of information that just came out of my mouth, everything that I've discussed in this Jamiroquai Minute Roundup episode for the week of September 17th, it is in the description of this video down below, so be sure to check all of that out if you missed any news or any Jamiroquai Minute episodes over the last month and a half. I will be, of course, recording Jamiroquai Minutes here on the channel when news befits it, so keep your eye here on the JamiroFan2000 YouTube channel for more Jamiroquai Minute updates, and as I prefaced about 5 or 6 minutes ago, I will be trying to do a few new series here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel concerning Jamiroquai's music, hopefully coming soon. But for the time being, if you haven't watched many of the series here on the channel, just go back and watch them. There's a lot of great Jamiroquai information here about the discography, about the band, about the history. So bone up, binge watch these videos and learn a little bit more amazing stuff about the band Jamiroquai from the last 25 years. And as always, this is JamiroFan2000, and I'll see you again really soon with another Jamiroquai Minute. Bye, everybody.